So in this video, I'm going to be covering my 1988 Honda Z50R. I've been meaning to do a bit of a build video, or not so much a build, but more of like a walk around video explaining how I built it, what parts I used, etc. For a while now, but I haven't got around to it, so I thought I'll finally get it out and hook into it. So here we go. Working on the Z50R. Decided to pull the clutch cover off and I'm going to Cerakote it. There's the cover there. Dug through my old parts box and I've got a clutch cover gasket and some Kickstarter seals. That's handy, saves me having to get them. Yeah, should be fun. I chose this model because it's a 1988 model and that's the year I was born, so that's pretty much why I chose that model. Also, it was the first of that cool shape that I really liked. Like, I don't know how you'd explain it. It's like the first of the sort of motocrossy style of the Z50, if that makes any sense at all. But anyway, I bought the bike about 7 years ago when I lived down in New South Wales, and I finished the build about 4 years ago. And during that time frame, I moved the bike incomplete from New South Wales up to Queensland with me. So it was good to hook into it when I got back up here and actually finish the bike off. So more or less I did all the work on the bike myself, except for the custom lower triple clamp in the front, which my mate Tim Holdup did for me. Big shout out to him. Couldn't have done the build if it wasn't for him. That was pretty cool. He also made the 60mm extenders that we ended up welding into the swing arm, so cheers for that too. And the powder coating work too. I didn't do any of that myself. I got a local guy up here to do it for me, so that was pretty cool. Besides that, did everything myself. The engine work, the frame strengthening, and yeah, just built the whole bike up myself, which was cool. Katako 88cc limited kit in it, which means that the bottom end is standard, and it's got an 88cc piston and cylinder. It's got the Katako CDI unit, TB parts manifold, key and carby, TB heavy duty auto clutch as well, and the exhaust is 5.0 CRF50 exhaust, which I chopped up and modified, made my own end cap and tailpiece, more or less to suit the Z50. The dress-up kit on the motor is a mix of down components parts, Takagawa and Red Baron. It's got a Boyson ignition cover, which is Cerakoted bronze, along with the clutch cover as well. It's got a Katako gear lever, Fast 50s peg mount and billet pegs, and it's got the Reed CRF brake lever too. The frame is strengthened by myself. The backbone, I think I used a bit of 40mm steel box section, chopped that up and welded it in to suit. I also put a stiffener on the upper shock mounts because they're prone to bending up. I've added a chain roller and I've built a custom rear under fender out of aluminium sheet. As I said earlier, the swing arm's been extended 60mm, welded up, file finished and powder coated. I added a bracket for the chain guard mount as well, and then it's got a billet wear CRF50 chain guard and TB parts 330mm shocks. The seat is the standard cover, but unfortunately the Honda logos on the side were worn off. But I've actually taken the cover off and put some more foam to kind of make it like a tall seat, and then I've stretched the cover back over it. It's got a CRF50 front plate, and the rest of the plastics and tank are factory untouched. The tyres are Carlisle Snowhog tyres, and they're 4.8 by 8 inch. The rims I got off eBay, not sure of the brand of those. It's running 4-bolt hubs off an older model Z50 with all stainless steel bolts. My mate Tim Holdup machined the lower clamp for me, and it's at standard Z50R width and offset, and then we use the Fast 50 Z50R top triple clamp / bar mount. It's got S&M Slam BMX bars, Odyssey BMX front brake, Seno billet throttle and rental grips. And the powder coating work as well are pretty... Shut up! And the powder coating work